minus 10 seconds.
You're listening to News and Movies Radio. newsandmoviesradio.com. Where the world comes to listen.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was.
Welcome. You're listening to News and Movies Radio. newsandmoviesradio.com, broadcasted live around the world every week. Today we'll be talking about the 2015 film from Eli Roth called Knock Knock. Stay tuned, we've got a great show ahead today on News and Movies Radio.
For the absolute finest in vintage movie memorabilia, look no further than BuyMoviePostersInc.com. Buy Movie Posters Inc. features an incredible selection of hand-picked original movie posters, lobby cards, and stills from all over the world, with titles from the classic era of Hollywood to the present. Browse our online gallery and email us your want lists as we scour the globe for more hidden treasures. Also, Buy Movie Posters Inc. is always looking to buy quality movie memorabilia. If you have movie material that you'd like to sell outright or consign, email us at buymovieposters@gmail.com. You won't be disappointed.
Has John Wick been through the ringer these past 2 years or what? I mean, seriously, in his first film, his dog is killed and his vintage Ford Mustang is stolen. Now, in what for all intents and purposes is a sequel, in Eli Roth's Knock Knock, his new Los Angeles home is vandalized while his wife and 2 kids are away. And then he's seduced and blackmailed by 2 salacious, schizophrenic teenagers who practically throw themselves at him on his doorstep. However, you've got to give credit where credit's due, as Wick, or his alter ego in this picture is Evan Weber, is a man of many outs and skills, ones that would make even Sean Connery or Triple X jealous. As aforementioned, Evan finds himself in a precarious situation after 2 teenage temptresses arrive on his Los Angeles doorstep amidst an absolute deluge, looking for a computer and or phone access so that they can message a friend and get a ride home. Or at least that's what they say. Evan obliges, only to walk back to the shower 15 minutes later and to find them ripping off their clothes and throwing themselves at him. Despite his well-intentioned wishes, Evan succumbs to one of the 7 deadly sins, namely lust, and is immediately blackmailed thereafter by the 2 girls threatening to cry rape, telling him that they are in fact both underage, when in fact they really aren't, and threatening to release footage on Facebook of the sexual liaison should he call the police and or harm them in any way. The usual twists and turns ensue, and like other films by Roth, this picture continues to get more and more darker as the story plays itself out. Thematically, this picture clearly takes aim at the dangers of marriage infidelity and the absolute worst-case disaster of a one-night stand. It also serves as a reminder never to judge a good book by its cover, as clearly these 2 girls are psychotic, and unless warmed up to, one would never know that. Keanu Reeves is pretty good in this film, and despite this film not being a huge box office success, Reeves is clearly comfortable at this stage in his career doing smaller budget films that are less mainstream. I enjoyed Knock Knock and give it 2.5 out of 4 stars. And that's going to wrap it up for today's show here on News and Movies Radio. You've been listening to a podcast on newsandmoviesradio.com. Peace, love, and happiness.
Real nervous about it, show is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.